Hello there, this is Schneider with Premier Gun Range, and today I'm going to be talking with you about the formation and operation of the hopeful new business Premier Gun Range. For starters, this video goes out to Dr. Ann Rodriguez, a hopeful partner in this new business venture. So let's get started. Premier Gun Range will be an outdoor shooting range located about 10 miles north of the Loop of Lubbock, in Lubbock, Texas. The Premier Gun Range will be a 30-acre lot with 3 main stations, one of which will be a 300-meter rifle range, another will be an 8-station pistol range, and there will also be an 18-station skeet shooting circuit. Registration required for this gun range, because it is, a gun range where firearms are operated and whatnot. You need a gun range business license, a gun range DBA, which is a doing business as form, a federal tax ID, and a seller's permit if we wish to sell firearms at some point in the near future. At Premier Gun Range, our top priority is safety. Safety comes above all else when handling firearms. Firearms can be dangerous and deadly when mishandled, and so we want to make sure that every customer that comes through understands that firearms can be dangerous, but when handled in the right way, they can be an invigorating and empowering way to express your freedoms given to us in this country. So today I want to talk mainly about, though, the formation of Premier Gun Range in respect to the business entity that Premier Gun Range will take form as. First off, we had to decide what we wanted to do with it, and we went through a few options such as a sole proprietorship, general partnership, limited partnership, limited liability company, and corporation, and we had to decide from those which one we wanted to be. First off, we started with sole proprietorship. We looked over that. We really liked the simplicity of it, the ease of operation, and everything that goes along with that of a sole proprietorship, but unfortunately, sole proprietorships endure all of the liability onto the owners of the corporation. So, for example, if someone was to mishandle a firearm and an accident did occur and someone was shot or a fall happened or something like that, the owners of the business would be strictly liable, you and me, which would not be fun. So I preferred not to do a sole proprietorship. The next one we had to look at was the general partnership. And unfortunately, a general partnership was very similar to a sole proprietorship, except for the fact that a general partnership is obviously more than one person operating the business. There was limited, there was a lot of liability actually entailed to the people that own the business. If somebody wants to be shot on the scene or something like that, we'd be completely liable, and that's once again not acceptable in terms of that. Taxation is similar for both the sole proprietorship and a general partnership. Both of them are pass-through operations where it's just the owners of the business are taxed based on their income from the business. It's very simple, very easy to understand and stuff like that, but once again, not optimal for our business model because of how much risk is involved with operating a shooting range, unfortunately. The third option we were given was a limited partnership, which at first seemed enticing because of the limited liability of certain members, but inhibited us in the fact that certain members would still be liable. The owners of the company would still be liable if someone was to be injured on site, and we can't allow that to happen, obviously. Although the taxation of a limited partnership with the flexibility of either being taxed as a partnership or a corporation was beneficial to us, we still decided there were better options on the table. Next on the list, we looked at forming a corporation, and this one was almost immediately shot down because corporations are meant for large businesses, and Premier Gun Range only wants to be a small, family-friendly type venue located in Lubbock. So corporations, while it was nice to have the whole limited liability aspect and the taxation, as a corporation, no one was personally liable for any debts or anything like that on the business. Corporations were simply just too large to form for this small town type business. The option we ended up going with was the limited liability company, an LLC, as most people refer to it. The LLC provides Premier Gun Range with the opportunity to be taxed as a pass-through entity, where we can be taxed solely as owners off of our personal income, but we also have the limited liability aspect where we're not liable for certain injuries or damages or other aspects like that inhibited us from picking other options on this list. The LLC was just the perfect hybrid mesh of all the other businesses together in a way, and that's what we ended up going with it. So I hope this video was helpful in determining which business model we went with, and I hope this helped you understand why Premier Gun Range LLC, as it will be called now, was formed the way it was.